Hi guys, hi all my Amazon friends. Today I want to talk a little bit about the BoxiePro litter and as well as the litter extender by BoxiePro. For now, let's talk only about the litter. The litter is quite, well, for me, it was quite sensational. I had invested into a new type of cat litter bathroom, if you will, which is the litter robot here. And because I want to extend the life of my litter robot, I want the best litter there is out there. And so I came up several times with this name, BoxiePro. I said, the last time I was on Amazon, I also inserted the search, and guess what? BoxiePro popped up. There were obviously other litters, but this was the one that really stood out. Then I found out in reading more about it that this particular litter is encapsulated with probiotics. I said, so what is it that probiotics do? Well, probiotics, like I said, it captures the litter so that it doesn't catch the same smell from poop. Oftentimes, I don't know if you guys can relate, when I used to clean a regular litter box, any litter box, it could even be this one that I have purchased lately, it will, even though it's void of any kind of feces, it will still, have that long-lasting smell that no matter how much can of Lysol you waste or Febreze that you seem to spray in that litter box, it's awful. It really doesn't go away. This, however, this litter is not like that. There is no smell. And I'd like to think that the reason for the no smell is, of course, the probiotics and the hard clumpness of each individual cat's waste. It clumps so hard that there is no fear of another cat entering, which, by the way, I have 3 cats, which is why I'm saying this. There is no fear of another cat entering after one cat before it used the litter box of him getting any feces from the other guy onto his paws. No, there is none whatsoever. I mean, let me tell you, that litter right away, like it just encircles that bad boy, and it's like it puts it around a cage or something and throws away the key. I'm just being silly, but you get the idea. There's no way of that coming upon the paws of the cat that did, have a bowel movement versus the next cat that goes in. And with that, you will maintain cleaner home. You will also maintain less tracking of litter all over the place. Before, I used to find litter all the way down the stairs, because it would just stick onto their paws, depending on what type of movement they had. Urine being the worst, because urine used to make the cheaper version of litter, it would make it into this like muddy, pasty type of thing. It wasn't clumping the way I wanted it to clump, even though it advertised that it did clump, and it was gross. It was gross. The smell sometimes would go throughout the house, i.e. wherever the cats walk, which is all over the place. So I said, you know what? I want the best. If I went out to spend a little more on a litter robot, why not spend a little more on the best litter? This is also made in America, so we're supporting American businesses, which is a good thing. Okay. And so this deep clean is also scent free for people who are sensitive with perfumes and things. I already mentioned that it is probiotic, clumping, and clay litter. Okay, I don't know how the other ones are. They must be clay as well, but this is, I don't know, their formula is unbelievable. And like I mentioned earlier, cleaner paws equals a cleaner home. Okay, it reduces spread of waste in the home. I also mentioned that. It eliminates odors caused by bacteria, which is in the feces. A cleaner home environment, of course, this is what you'll get when you purchase this brand. And the instant flat top clumps is what you'll see once they've had a BM. And it scoops up so easily, the clump, without sticking onto the scooper. And hey folks, this is one of the best things too that I like. It is 99.9% dust free. Before, I used to have a residue of cat litter dust on my closet drawers, I'm talking about where I would have the litter box situated. In this case, it happens to be the bathroom. But having said that, every time they would dig a hole or whatever it is they do to bury their mess, the dust that was generated in the air was horrific. And so that landed everywhere. And I also had to constantly clean that dust off of the sides of everything, the drawers and whatnot. But anyway, and tracking resistant granules. Okay, so let me talk to you about the how much you need per cat. Now, I don't know about you, but there are many cat owners who has more than one cat. 2 being the common amount of cats. I happen to have 3. In the house, there is 6. I know that there's 2 other cats that for some reason, I wonder why, they like to use this cat litter here that I have. Even though they don't live up here on my floor, they live downstairs in my mom's level, or her house downstairs. And so her cat likes to use my litter robot, and I guess he's in love with this particular litter, and as well as my son's cat. So this litter is sustaining 5 cats, but typically I'm ordering for 3 cats only, okay? This bag, one bag is 40 pounds, okay? So if you purchase one bag, you're gonna say one bag is for 1 cat. One bag for 1 cat should last you 3 months, okay? What litter brand can say that? I don't think any, because of the fact that they have the probiotics, they can last and last and last. Whatever's remaining after after it's been cleaned inside is gonna remain clean. I mean, guys, look at this. Doesn't that litter look clean? And I swear to you, I changed the last time I did a major cleaning of the whole, spaceship here was about a month ago. And that cat litter still looks pristine and clean and dry. And it's because of BoxiePro. I mean, I am a fan. And I'm never going to switch again. As long as I own cats, okay? This is going to be my litter of choice. The fact that it comes to my house, I don't have to worry about how I'm going to get a car to go out to Costco and purchase. No, It's going to come to me. So yeah, so it was also picked in the Modern Cat, I believe, I don't know if that's a society or a magazine, to be honest, or some sort of group, but it was chosen by them as the best cat litter for 2021. Okay, we're in 2023, so I don't know if they've done the other 2 years that have just passed any, but I'm sure it's still coming in as the best. Okay, so it's ultra clean, it's long lasting, and if that's the case, you toss less and you save more. If you can remember those 4 things, it's ultra clean, long lasting, toss less, equals save more. Okay, that is good computation in my book, any way you speak about it. Now, you having said that I have 3 cats, I could buy 3 bags of these if I wanted, but I'm buying them only 1 bag at a time, as is, only because it's just extremely heavy for the mail handler, the UPS guy to bring in. No, excuse me, let me correct that. The Amazon people to bring it in, because it's heavy. It's 40 pounds. So if I ordered the 3 box in one shot, it's gonna be what? 40, 120. 120 pounds for the poor handler to bring up. I don't want to do that to them. Believe me, with this bag and 3 cats, it'll last very long, okay? So this is a little maybe exaggeration. I don't think you need necessarily 1 bag per cat, no. But this is what they suggest. So yeah, that's my go-to for cat litter. Then I also got this Scoop and Spray Litter Extender, okay, by BoxiePro, same company, okay, and all this is, and this is scent free, okay, no scent included, so it's no allergens for anyone to complain about. And basically what you do with this is, once the litter is void of clumps and feces and urine, that it's just clean litter left behind, you just simply spray this, a few sprays on top of the litter. And what it does is exactly like the title says. It extends the life of the litter, having to change less often and making the house smell great, smell like a house, not like, a litter box entirely, and oftentimes people can't tell that I have 3 cats. They just can't. They don't smell it anywhere. So I'm happy. The cats are happy. Guys, look into it. I'm sure you guys will, once you try it, it's going to be a no-brainer. Okay, thanks.